Alrighty guys, welcome back to another one of the Dad Files. Hope you're all having a lovely day so far, and let's get straight into it. So, in the bottom left-hand corner, playing as the Red Protoss, we have Arc Daddy. I'm still not used to that name. And up in the top right-hand corner, playing as the Blue Zerg, we have Jack. Now, I think, I may be wrong, but I think we might have seen Jack in an older video. If I have... I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But, seems familiar. Now, it's really exciting, actually, because, with the PVZ, and, Dad's opponent is Zerg, it's really interesting what Dad does, because usually he has to think a little bit outside the forge. As in, you know, has to do a little bit more than a cannon rush, which is quite exciting. So as we can see, Dad has not sent the second probe over to Jack's natural and has instead sent it straight up here. Okay, I've seen this set up before. So I reckon we're gonna see a proxy dark shrine. I reckon. That's what I'm saying. A spawning pool and a gas has already gone down for Jack there, and Dad has put down a gateway already, which is really... Sorry about that. My voice is just playing up a little bit. Put down a gateway, which is actually really nice to see. So just making sure that he can defend his base a little bit there, and Dad will block the hatchery, and his probe will run off. Laughing its mechanical laugh, and it looks like... No! Jack's Overlord made the big mistake of wandering off there. And depending on where Dad does it, he could do a cannon rush right here and get this hatchery, but no! The hatchery's going to get up too fast. So if that is what Dad was trying to do, he's not going to be able to do it now, as the creep will be spreading and the cannons won't be able to get in the range. And the Overlord did come back over anyway. And no, Dad has actually put some cannons down as well. So that's also nice to see. So, you know, we're just making sure that it's not just a pylon and that, you know, we're blocking it a little bit, but obviously Jack has already expanded down to here. Gateway has gone down in Jack's natural as well. And, I was wrong about that prediction. We do not have a proxy. Queen does come out. Second gas is on the way, as well as Roach Warren. And, Dad's economy is actually thriving right now. Such a good economy. 16 workers on the minerals, and both gases are full. And a second base has just gone down as well at 3 minutes. So this is actually one of the better games I've seen Dad do. Cybernetics Core is getting Warp Gate, which back in the early days of the Dad Files, we never saw that. So it's really exciting to be seeing some of this stuff. Zealot does come out, and an Overlord is sitting there. I think I mentioned in a video, maybe it was a stream, but I'll just say it again quickly. I don't think that there should be stuff like this in the main, in the natural of the opponent's base. And for ZVZ, you know, you've got the Overlords, so you can see it straight away, but otherwise the Overlords can kind of just camp there. And if it wasn't there, they'd have to, you know, utilize the speed upgrade a little bit more. So I reckon that'd make the game really interesting, but, you know, I'm not the one making the game. Dad's Nexus is almost done here. We have got a Stalker out in Jack's main. Zealot doing a little bit of teasing here. Looks like it tried to come in, but the Roaches did scare it off a little bit. Jack's economy is also really thriving as well, and we have got some Ravagers here. Hopefully thinking that they can pick this off a little bit. And they're probably not wrong. They can probably deal quite a bit of damage. With their corrosive bile. I'm pretty sure that's it, or am I thinking of another one? But those ones that shoot up in the air. And the Lings and the Roaches will come down as well. That all gets powered down, and Dad's Probe and Stalker are looking like they're in a bit of trouble here. Stalker will take out one Roach and then retreat, and the Probe will go and hide in the back. But the Lings catch up to the Stalker there. It's not looking great for Dad, as that has his hold on keeping the Zerg at bay for expanding into his natural has been taken down. But it's looking like I might have actually been correct about the proxy, just not in the spot that I thought it was going to be. We do have this popping up, but we do also have a Stargate on the way. So this is a bit, I'm not exactly sure where Dad is going with this, but we're going to have some Void Rays warp in there, and Dad's Zealot will get surrounded by Lings, and if Jack is lucky enough, he probably will scout what I think might become a proxy. So that could be really good for Dad. But not for Dad, for Jack. But really bad for Jack. His Overlord got taken out by that Void Ray there, and now the Void Ray has, claimed that position. But no, I'm really confused because I don't know. Maybe this is just a warp in. The Zerglings. Oh my gosh, does Jack see that? Oh, he knows. He just hasn't noticed it. Like, he can see it on the map, but he hasn't really noticed it. He's too busy. Too busy. Fastly switching between screens to notice. Looks like he's going to push forwards here a little bit, but the Void Ray does come in, and there's nothing really that can attack air with a great amount of damage. The Ravagers can use their upward volcano shot thing to hopefully maybe deal some damage to the Void Ray. But if the player's there watching the fight, well, not watching, but doing stuff in the fight and looking around, they're going to be able to dodge that really easily. So I suspect we'll probably see a Hydralisk den pop up somewhere. If not, that's a little bit odd because Dad can just go mass Void Ray, but you never know. You never know. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's happening with the pylon here. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, okay, so he's going to use it for warp-ins. So 2 Zealots will get warped in, and the Void Ray is going to go up behind Jack's main, like it, to pick off. Oh, he could actually pick off quite a few Overlords here if he comes in from the right angle and quick. And the spore, there's no spores like really close. So, but the Queen, I forgot about the Queen. Queen does transfuse, but an Overlord will still get taken out. 3, 4, 5 Queens will come up, and it's a bit too overpowering for Dad's single Void Ray, so that will have to retreat. And the Hydralisk Den does pop up. So it's looking like Dad won't really be able to do much with Void Rays from now on. But it's good to have a couple out in the field just to, maintain some air coverage. Just to be able to have a bit more control in the air than having no control at all. Now, it's a really interesting thing here. Jack's Queens aren't moving back. So for a place like this, once again, Dad could, oh no, so they're moving now, but Dad could just, once again, just get in there and kill off a good 4 Overlords. Well, that's 3. So yeah, 3, 5 Overlords. That could be really good. But of course, Dad probably doesn't even know. Like, he probably does know, but doesn't have any vision of even this second base here. So, could bring this in for a bit of a scout, but just, laying low for the moment. Dad has started up a third base, which is usually the natural, but this time isn't. It's a third expansion, so, Nexus does come up and is protected by photon cannons and batteries. And looking like this might actually not come down for a little while, but you never know. If you target the pylons, it could be taken down pretty quickly, I guess. But once again, you just don't know what players are really thinking. Infestation Pit and a Baneling Nest will pop up for Jack. And it's looking like if Dad doesn't really push soon, the Zerg could get all these upgrades and units, and this could be really bad for Dad. But back home, we have had a lot of expansion happen. So 2 robotics facilities, so probably we'll be getting those observers out. Dark Shrine. We've got more forges. That's good to see because then we can get our upgrades, and we've also got a nice amount of gateways and a Twilight Council, which is really nice to see because we don't see those structures very often in the DAD files. But we are doing some warp-ins and the DTs. Oh my gosh, will it be the DTs again? Come in and save the day. We'll have to find out, hey? And Dad's economy is really thriving here. Like, there's a lot of income, as you can see up here. Dad's got a mineral income of roughly at about 2,000, and Jack has got a really good mineral income of about around 2,500, going up to 3,000 now ish. But and both of them are really good for gas, paying about 1,000. Jack is just over 1,000. Dad's just below 1,000. But honestly, this is really good. Like, it's really, really good. And Dad is getting some observers out, and Warp Prism and the just starting to look up here. Starting to use this a bit more, which I think could actually help just to explain stuff. But which will improve my commentating. And you know, it's really cool that I'm able to say and experience this stuff with you guys, because I'm learning, and who knows, you guys might be learning. Maybe might be learning how to play a bit more cheese in your StarCraft. But Dad will warp in some more DTs. Oh, accumulating numbers here, and Jack does still know about this pylon, but has, like, he can see it on the minimap, but he hasn't really noticed it. So it could be really bad if he just happens to walk past that and bumps into all these guys. Excuse me. The DTs are moving out, looking like if there's no detection in here. No detection whatsoever, apart from the spore crawlers, which I'm pretty sure provide. Yeah, they provide detection. But, like, apart from that, there's absolutely zero detection. And, oh, I'm sorry. I completely missed that. So, he's used, creep tumors. So, Jack has used creep tumors and found this base completely by accident, and will move in and overpower this very quickly. Nexus does go down. The cannons do go down, not even target firing the pylons there. Everything gets shut down. All these probes are doomed. And we have got some overseers now, which is actually quite interesting. But Dad with the counterattack coming in with all those DTs, looking really bad for Jack here. But also, Dad did just lose one entire base. The hydraulics do all come in, but just running straight into the front line of those DTs there. What the heck? He just lost about, like, I don't know how to show the kills. I should learn how to use this stuff. He just lost his entire army there. What the heck? Well, most of it, at least. More of Dad's units have come in, so just as simple as a zealot drop, and has just completely annihilated all of Jack's bases here. This is really looking bad for Jack. Jack does try to get these DTs once again, but the DTs are just too powerful. Taking out the queens, all the zerglings, and the queens aren't using the oh, no, they do start to use the transfusers, just as I say they're not using transfusers. But one of the queens is on, like, 21 health, and it is GG. Victory does go to Dad. Wow. That was a really good game. That was a really, really, really good game. I think that was probably my favorite Dad file that I've had so far. Sorry, I just knocked the mic there. That was really, really good. Just, like, seeing Dad build up that unseen army, but if Jack had seen that pylon, he probably would have won that game. If he had been that much closer to the pylon, he probably would have been looking at his army and been like, oh, there's a pylon there, and taken it out when he was walking his units down here. But unfortunately didn't notice it. It's probably gone back to the replay and gone, oh, that's why I lost. So, unfortunately, Jack did not notice that, but, Dad, that was really lucky. I have to say, in some spaces, that was, like, in places, it looked like Jack was winning, and then it looked like Dad was winning, and there were places where it was just neck and neck. So, that was one of my favorite Dad files, I think. But, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for today. Hopefully you will have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.